Hello, my beautiful African people. Welcome back to Hail and Ride African Facebook page and YouTube channel. Today we are talking about boxing. Last Saturday, on 28th October, Tyson Fury fought with Francis Ngannou of Cameroon. Tyson Fury is the heavyweight champion, and Francis Ngannou from Cameroon, our African brother, he has been fighting in MMA. This is the first time he tried his luck in boxing. And a lot of things I want to say, I have listened to many people, watched many commentary, and some of our African brothers and sisters, or black people, some of them are livid about what's happened in that fight. Some of them really believe that Francis Ngannou won that fight. And some people brought in racism in the fight. I feel like fighting now. I feel like jumping into the ring and fighting him. And before I go into those issues, that's on some of our brothers and sisters, black people, we are talking about what's happened in that fight. Let me talk briefly about that fight. There was nothing in contention in that fight. There was no belt at stake. That fight was like a friendly match in football, we can call it soccer. There was no trophy. So, and that Tyson Fury is the one that made the fight happen. So, even when you look at the money both of them took home, you see the disparity. Tyson Fury took home 50 million pounds after that fight, and Francis Ngannou took 10 million pounds home. For Francis Ngannou, it was a big money because during his time in MMA, he have never made that kind of money in one day, or let's say in 2 hours. He made that money. So before I start to talk other stuff, I want to make other points I want to make about the fight. Let me say that the fight was not the score. Those scores, those judges that gave the fight to Tyson Fury is not about racism, because boxing, just like many other sports, is about money, and they protect their own. So there's no way they will give the decision to Francis Ngannou. The only way they can give it to him is if Tyson was not able to complete to the last round of the fight. Even if Tyson Fury was a black man, they will still declare him as a winner. It's not about racism. I'm not saying there's no racism in sports. There's racism in football. There's racism everywhere. But this one was not about racism. It was about business, It was about money, making money. So that's why the decision went in Tyson's favor. So anyone thinking about racism is not about racism. Everything is not about racism. Even there's some white people that say that they give the fight to Francis Ngannou. They say he won. But what they say doesn't matter. What matters is what the judges gave, the scores they gave. And that stuff I want to make about the fight and Francis Ngannou, because he's our African brother. That's why I'm even talking about it. I think 2 days after the fight, he went back to Cameroon. I had an interview with a Cameroonian TV station. So I want to talk about what he said and what the question they asked him about the in the interview. You know, the lady asked him, I'm gonna play the video. The lady asked him, what is he gonna do for young Cameroonian boys or men that want to box, want to go into sports. And he has a plan, he has a good plan for them. But what I'm saying is this: we Africans, when you hear about the story about the Francis Ngannou, how he traveled, he trekked to desert to get to France before he made his name for. No one helped him. Even the government in Cameroon never helped him. They don't, not that they don't help him, they don't even provide facility to give him a chance. He have to fight for himself. Now that he has already fought for himself, made name for himself, now people are proud. Oh, he's a Cameroonian, but they have not done anything. The leadership there have not done anything for this guy. And now it's kind of entitlement. As the lady was saying, it's a must that have to do something for the youth. And it's good that he's doing something. But it shouldn't be an entitlement. Because when he was struggling, no one cared about him. The government didn't care about him. The only people that cared about him may be his family, his immediate family. Those politicians, corrupt politicians in Cameroon, they never cared about him. Now everybody wants to identify with him because they already made it. And they see some talent in Africa wasting, and the government have not provided any facility for them to, for them to actually show their talent, or to move on, or to take their talent to the next level. Just wasting. Because the government in Africa, most government or politicians in Africa, they don't care about, sports. They like to watch foreign sports, good stadium or good stadium here in football, or even the ring, Saudi Arabia. Look at how Saudi Arabia is making money by bringing this kind of sports to Saudi Arabia. And the world will focus on Saudi Arabia. And the people travel from America, from Europe to go and watch them. And they're going to lodge in a hotel. So they are bringing money into the economy of Saudi Arabia. But no African country can organize this kind of event. Lastly, another important stuff I want to make is that Francis Tyson Fury, all his talking before the match, he didn't line up with his action in the ring. It's not good to boast, because he was boasting he's going to finish this guy. But when the time comes for him to deliver what he said in his mouth, he couldn't deliver. He was found wanting. And for me personally, I think that Francis isn't going to win him, because he knocked him down. Even when the match finished, you look at the face of Tyson Fury and look at the face of Francis Ngannou, you see the difference. This guy was like someone that they used sledgehammer on his face, Tyson Fury. But Francis Ngannou was like someone that just went to swim and come back. Nothing, no scratch in his body, in his face, nothing you can see. And he can still go extra round in that fight. But Tyson Fury was almost down. He was begging for the fight to finish. So sometimes people say something, but their action doesn't line up with what they say. And it's not good to boast. Thank you for watching. Please like our video, follow us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And like our videos, it makes us reach more people. Peace.